Good afternoon. This is Dan from Valley Marine, and we're going to do a video review today on our last 2024 North River 22 Seahawk. This boat's got a couple of unique items on it that we don't normally stock on the 22 Seahawk, so we'll cover them today. Keep in mind, if you're watching this video and this boat is gone, we will leave this boat posted for a while. A lot of this stuff is still available, but it's generally not how we stock this particular boat. So to start with, in 2024 and 2023, North River was not offering easy loader trailers. They were only offering these upgrade aluminum trailers because of supply issues. The trailer's more expensive, it's nicer. Whether it is more important for you or not versus a standard galvanized trailer, that's up to you. It does have a swinging away tongue, and it does have the really good vault system for the wheel bearings, which is superior to an oil bath or a grease hub. So it does have that. We ordered this particular boat in a dark charcoal metallic. It does have the anchor guards on the front. On the exterior, and let's walk around to the back of the boat. We ordered this boat to be ready for a tiller kicker. It does have standard trim tabs, and we also did put a transom door on it, which you'll see later in the video. We also tried something a little bit different on this boat. Generally, we stock these boats with Yamahas and Hondas, but with the new Mercury 4-strokes out on the market, we've been really happy with their performance, both in terms of how strong they are, how easy they are to work on. In terms of performance in general, they shift a lot nicer. So we decided to stock this boat with this particular motor. This is a 4.6 liter V8 200, tons and tons of torque. It is a smoother shifting motor than the 200 horsepower counterparts that it competes against. And what's important on a 200 horse motor, there's lots of them on the market. Yamaha has two, Mercury has two, Honda just has the one, but you got to look at not just the horsepower rating, but the torque rating. So on a bigger boat like this, when you have cab forward design where the driver and front passenger are further forward in the boat, torque matters. So in case with Yamaha, they have a 2.8 liter 4-cylinder and a 4.2 V6. They're both 200 horsepower at 6,000 RPMs, but the larger displacement motor obviously makes a lot more torque. So with a heavy load, it's going to handle this application much better. In the case of the Mercury, their standard 200 is a 3.4 V6. This particular motor is a 4.6 V8. So you can put a lot of gear in this thing, and it's really going to handle it well. So just a lot more torque. Another note too, through the end of March, if somebody were to purchase this, this motor's going to have a 7-year warranty on it. So, you know, we sell Yamaha, Honda, and Mercury. They're all three good products. Guys are partial to one brand or another, but I can tell you it's a perfection-driven market, and pretty much everything out there these days is good product. Moving around the boat a little bit further, you'll get a chance to see the transom door, and then we're going to step on the inside and go through this boat in more detail. Okay, so now we're on the inside of the 22 Seahawk. And on the Seahawk series, whether you're talking a 21 all the way up to a 25, these boats are built off of the same platform. So as we increase in length, they're going to add a little bit to the cockpit area underneath the top, as well as a little bit to the back. So for instance, we sell a lot of 21 and 22 Seahawks. With a 22 Seahawk, you're going to get a longer rear bench. This bench is 39 inches long, so it will accommodate 2 passengers in most situations. So this boat's going to be a little more comfortable to fish more than 4 people, where the 21 Seahawk, the bench is going to be quite a bit shorter. You're also going to get 6 more inches out here in the rear deck area, which is very, very nice. A couple of things we did unique on this boat. I've already mentioned the Merc motor, but we also did, instead of the transom door, along with a smaller fish box on this side, and then the pylon and a small bait box right here, we did a single oversized rear live well in this boat. For Eastern Washington, a lot of times guys, or Eastern Idaho, or Idaho, Oregon, if guys are using a live well, this is really nice to have. The standard North River box is going to be a lot smaller. So if you're catching bigger walleye or salmon or anything that's a larger fish, having this longer box, especially if you're going to aerate it, makes a lot of sense. And And of course, most dealers are going to stock this with the in-floor fish box. For saltwater, this works really great. In freshwater conditions, this box is probably going to get too warm to use as a fish box. So there is a valve that you could turn off and it could be a dry storage for you. So we've got this on there as well. And then since we're inside today, especially on the inside, the lighting's not the greatest. North River does have standard LED strip lighting. So if you look at the sides, you can see they're both lit up. And underneath in the front, that's lit up as well. As we move inside of the boat, North River comes standard with Mariner suspension seats. And this particular boat is a 50th anniversary boat, so it's got special stitching. You won't see this on a comparable 2025. Most of our boats, we order with a gauge. On this particular boat with the Mercury, it's got the Smartcraft gauge, so it's got all the engine diagnostics right in here, so you don't need to tie that to your engine. Of course, trim tabs, those are standard as well. And then North Rivers for a while have had aluminum floor standard. And then, as is normal for many, many years, there's a massive amount of storage up front. That's also carpeted and finished on the inside. So that's a look at this boat. For whoever's lucky enough to grab this deal, we have this boat priced probably 10 to 12K underneath a comparably equipped 2025. This is actually less expensive than our 2025 21 footer with the same equipment level. It's 10 grand cheaper than that boat. So for somebody, it's going to be a really, really good buy. Hopefully it'll be you. If this boat's gone and this video's still up, at least you get a good look at what this boat looks like on the inside. If you have questions, if you want a build sheet on this boat, if you want to find out any other information, please reach out to us and we'll get that for you. Thank you and have a great day.